we are going to talk about it's hunger in America, and I wanted to introduce you. Basically, she has some things that's going on in her life right now, and she's raising a child on her own. And I just wanted to do a shout out to Melanie Strasco because there's a lot going on with her right now, and she needs your help. She lives in New Jersey. She's a single mother with a child. She's 25 years old. I was just talking to her all morning this morning and asking her about herself and what's going on with her and everything. So we want to dedicate this episode to Melanie Strasco of New Jersey. She's not on yet. I don't see her yet, but she'll be on hopefully in the next few minutes or so. I did send her an invite. What I want to talk to you about today, though, is the hunger epidemic. There is such an epidemic in America, but there is a better way that we can end hunger in America. And there is enough food. I don't know if anyone knows this, but there is enough food to feed our country, and we are throwing away more than 40% of it, and that's enough to fill the Rose Bowl Stadium every day. Hello, Matt. Hello, Eric. Hello, Armand. Hello, Ashraf. Hello, Paul. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us today. I'm dedicating this show to Melanie Strasco, in case you haven't heard. Hi, Steve. Thank you for joining me today. This is the war on hunger. Basically, what's going on right now is my friend Melanie from New Jersey has no food today for her and her daughter. She's went through all her resources and she just doesn't have anything. And she is asking for help. She's not on right now, but she will get on shortly. I'm sure she'll join us if she can. She was having some problems with her internet earlier. But she is very hungry right now, and she has not had a meal in 2 days. Her daughter had the last meal they had yesterday, and her daughter is probably around 2 or 3 years old. I feel for her because all of us have so much, but yet there's somebody in the United States that doesn't have anything. There's over 1 million people in the United States that are hungry, and I feel for that. But as I said before, there is enough food to feed our country, and we're throwing away more than 40% of our food daily. And that's enough to fill the Rose Bowl Stadium every single day. I don't know if any of you know that. Hunger plays a pivotal role in perpetuating the cycle of poverty in the U.S. It's weakening families and systematically impairing the country's collective ability to reach its full potential. Hungry children have a harder time playing, engaging, and learning, and are therefore less likely to become more productive adults. I'd hate to see anybody without food. That is a resource that we need to survive and to live these days. That and water, the two basic resources, and shelter, 3. So it's very hard for me to do this show knowing that somebody right now is hungry. And I just had a meal. So traditional food assistance has come from preservative and salt-laden cans and bags and can lead to both short and long-term health problems. There's not enough natural good food in America, that people are actually donating. Hello, Sean. Hello, Arthur. Thank you for joining. So it seems that that being said, the traditional food assistance comes from preservatives and salt-laden cans and bags and can lead to both short and long-term health problems. Juvenile diabetes, obesity, and heart disease. Both children and seniors are particularly vulnerable in this regard. And considering that the young and old make up the United States and it's the fastest growing populations, we're well underprepared to meet their urgent needs. So I want to urge you guys today, if you're watching, to help my friend Melanie Strasco. She's in New Jersey. If you are from New Jersey and you have some food that you can give her and her child, I would really appreciate it. Hello, Arthur. Hello, Marvin. Nice of you guys to join us today. Hello, Debbie. If you're just joining now, we're talking about the poverty epidemic in America, and I dedicated this show to Melanie Strasco of New Jersey. She's really having a hard time right now. She has a young child that hasn't eaten since yesterday, and herself, she hasn't eaten since 2 days ago. So she's really not doing very well. She has bills that must be paid that are back. She doesn't have a job. She's been trying to search for a job, but the economy is really bad right now, and so it's really hard for her. So with that being said, I would just like to encourage each and every one of you, if you're viewing this video today, to join me in prayer for Melanie, just to let her know that we care, and that she is not alone, that there are people out there that do truly care about her situation. I did a prayer. I posted it online, so if y'all want to just pray for her and everything, that would be great. Hi, Wellington and Ken. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. So, what do you think about this epidemic that we're having in America? Should America be hungry? I mean, should there be Americans that are hungry right now? I mean, how much food is thrown away constantly on a daily basis? I mean, all the fast food restaurants and all the restaurants around here that aren't fast food, even the healthy food, is being thrown away at the end of the day because there's really they're not using it to help others or whatever, or maybe the system just doesn't allow for it. But there is an epidemic. Hello, Brandon. How are you doing today? Nice to see you guys. Very nice to see all of you join in today and everything. Now, if you have anything that you want to say about this, please feel free to join in on the conversation. I am reading some things from a website. I don't know if you want to go to www.wbur.org. It talks about not having enough food to feed our country. I mean, I'm sorry, it talks about we have enough food to feed our country. But the fact of the matter is, it's being wasted. 40% of it is being wasted. And that's enough to fill up the Rose Bowl Stadium every day. So, over the last 30 years, hunger has reached the epidemic status. In 1980, there were approximately 200 food banks in America. Today, there's more than, about 40,000 well-meaning organizations that are trying to stomp out the hunger. But the focus of these organizations and of the hunger relief community is wrong, really wrong. Traditional hunger relief models send mostly heavily processed, shelf-stable foods to food pantries and food banks. As a result, people rely on this kind of assistance aren't receiving the healthy foods, the fresh foods that will help them thrive as adults and children. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Jason. Nice of you to join us today. Now, getting fresh and healthy food to the hungry is not a question of lack of resources, because we have more than enough resources. As a country, we produce over 430 billion pounds of food annually, enough to feed nearly 400 million people. The population of the United States is not even quite 319 million. So we have food. There's enough food to go around. The problem is that we are throwing it away. More than 40% of it is being thrown away. And as I said before, that's enough to fill the Rose Bowl Stadium. The Rose Bowl Stadium. Do you know how big that stadium is? Hello, Senor. Hello, Lanez. If I'm saying your names wrong, you can correct me. In the 1960s and early 1970s, the federal government raised spending on initiatives to eradicate third world style hunger here at home by 500%. Programs including food stamps, free to needy families for the first time, Head Start, school lunch and breakfast programs, WIC, and others provided increased, easier, and earlier access to the essentials for those in need. We made great strides in reducing the hunger as a nation before cuts in the late 1970s. You see, they cut that off in the 1970s. And the early 1980s shifted the onus of hunger relief from the government to private charities. Since then, hunger in America has grown exponentially, much like the charities trying to alleviate it. I mean, there's a lot of charities out there, and a lot of them are, trying to do what they can do to solve the problem, but it just seems there's no solution. It's no solution whatsoever. I mean, we have the solution. It's sitting right there. We just don't waste the food. But for some reason, we're wasting this food. Hello, Lenaz. Hello, Diego. So, I don't know. Charitable giving is an important part of the hunger relief, but organizations sadly are raising millions and millions of dollars to meet higher budgeting goals, while millions of Americans continue to go hungry every single day. Charitable giving is an important part of hunger relief, but organizations are raising millions and millions of dollars to meet their higher budgeting goals, while millions of Americans across the United States continue to go hungry. Efficiency and outcomes haven't improved in proportion to raised capital. Hunger doesn't require expensive scientific analysis, vaccines, or cures. It requires connecting existing resources to people that need it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think we can connect existing resources to the people that need the food? We have to ask ourselves, are we funding a solution to hunger, or are we simply a stopgap measure? The question applies to hunger on the global scale as well. The current narrative about insufficient food supplies to feed the world's burgeoning population fails to acknowledge that 1/3 of the global food supply winds up in our landfills. Globally as locally, then ending modern hunger means thinking about the problem differently. It's not that there isn't enough food, it's that there's not enough people that are getting the food. So we need to rescue food before it winds up in the trash. And we need to make sure that it reaches those who need it. It's a relatively inexpensive solution that simultaneously addresses the financial, environmental, and health costs and consequences of wasting food. And in addition, we can no longer talk about hunger relief without also addressing politics around food. We need to advocate for more jobs, a true living wage, and better federal nutrition programs to truly end the epidemic. We need a long view that meets hunger exactly where it is right now. So this is the most solvable problem we'll have in our lifetime. Food is a right, not a privilege, and we can definitely do better when it comes to that. Now I'm going to open this up to you all, and I'm going to ask you who are actually watching this live, what do you think about that? What do you think can be done about ending the hunger? I mean, like I said, it starts with one person to create a ripple effect around the world, around the globe, and it can be a domino effect. We can do this with food. We can do this with homelessness. We can do this with a lot of things. But how many of us are willing to take time out of our busy schedules to do just that? I must say that when I talked to Melanie today, I kind of got all choked up, because when she showed me her beautiful child, and then just that to tell me that she hasn't had a meal in 2 days, and then her child ate her last meal yesterday, it totally broke my heart. It's like, where are your friends and family members that can help you? Where are the people that can help? Where's the food bank in that area? I don't know. It's in New Jersey. I have her address, but I'd have to go on Messenger to get it. But I told her I wouldn't put her address out here. If you guys live in New Jersey and you want to know how to help her, please message me, private message me on the page. And that's Kelly Jo Taylor at Kelly's Ripple Effect on Facebook. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Debbie says, I will be placing her name on our prayer list, and we're going to believe God that He will provide the very needs, not just your friend, but so many across the world. And yes, it's a shame that many in this world and across this nation do not have the food as they should. Again, I'm going to believe God and what He has spoken, that in the next 4 days you will return and share another video, and it will be a praise report on her behalf in Jesus Christ's holy name. Amen. From Debbie. Thank you so much, Debbie. I appreciate your prayers for her. It means a lot to her. It means a lot to me and everybody around the world that you're praying. It's sad, really, that these people have to go without food. And I just want everyone to know that it's not just one person. It's an epidemic of people. I mean, we have over 1 million people in America that are homeless. And like I said, there's over 46 million Americans that are hungry. And that's sad. And it's not just in America. It's in the world. I mean, there is a lot of people. But we have to start. We live in America. Most of us on this broadcast live in America, and we have to think about America. We got to think about how we can help our people. We got to think about how people are going without every single day. It breaks my heart. It makes me cry. It makes me feel bad because I have what I have, and other people don't. Thank you, Danny. It's my Uncle Danny. He's on. He's seeing this. I don't want anybody to see me break down and cry, but this is my heart. And this is why we have to do something about this. We have to create a ripple effect. We have to help others. We have to be strong enough to help ourselves as well. We need to focus on ourselves so that we can help other people. Because it starts with us. It starts with one person. Thank you for joining us, Uncle Danny and Craig. Thank you. I'm trying to calm down a little bit because this makes me sad. And my tears are running down my face and I have my makeup on. And my makeup's starting to smear. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to get all bent out of shape, but this just touches my heart, and it makes me feel bad that people like my friend Melanie from New Jersey has to suffer, has to struggle, and she struggles not just by herself, but with a child. I just cannot fathom a 2 or 3-year-old child, or any child for that matter, going without food. I can't fathom that. I've always been blessed to have food, good friends, family to help me, and I just couldn't imagine being all alone in the world and not having anybody help me as much as my friends have helped me. I mean, I was once homeless, and my Uncle Danny took me in after my breakup with my husband. So I know what it's like to be homeless and not know where you're going to go, but at least I had my family. My family helped me. And this girl apparently has no family to help her. So all she has is herself. All she has is her kid. And I want to thank Debbie again for praying on here. I do believe there's a solution. I do believe that we can do something about this. And I think that it's time to put away all the hate and animosity towards people and just start loving one another. Loving each other as God calls us to love each other. And when we can love ourselves, we can then love each other, and we can create that ripple effect to help people around the globe in our own nation and other nations. There's so many people out there that are missionaries and going to other nations, but we also need missionaries here in our own backyard to help those that need to hear about God. And also, not just hearing about God. I mean, you don't even have to be a Christian to help. I mean, but just love on one another, Hello, Everett. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us today. But I will tell you that I was so surprised when I started to talk to this girl, Melanie, and we were talking. I actually added her to my messenger. I don't even know how. I think it said adding people, and it suggested her, and I just did it, and she says to me, she goes, "What, do I know you?" And I said, no, but I added you because it suggested that I add you to my messenger. And I told her a little bit about myself and about what I'm trying to do with the ripple effect and everything. And she says, "I have to tell you something." She said, I was hoping someone would come along." Basically, in a nutshell, I can't remember word for word what she said, but she said, "Thank God you came along because I don't know what to do." And that's when we started talking about her problem, what's going on with her bills. She owes bills and they're coming due. And we want to do a GoFundMe for her. And I'm going to be doing that. I'm probably going to put that link on the next one. I was so busy with talking to her and trying to set up my Twitter account and my Instagram account and my blog and everything, about about the ripple effect, that I didn't get to the FundMe site yet. And I'm going to set one up, and she's going to be one of the beneficiaries of that site. And of course there's going to be many other people that are going to be beneficiaries of the site. But we're just going to try and pray, and we're going to be hopeful and pray for people like yourselves to help us during this time, to help one another. And where we see a need, we just give them what they need. Don't ignore it. I mean, it broke my heart the other day. I was on the highway. I was in Lidditz somewhere, and I went off the wrong exit, and I think it was taking me towards Ephrata or something like that. Had to bring me around. Took me on the 322. There was this homeless guy waving one of those cardboard signs up, and he says, "Any little bit will help." He needs a job. He's homeless. He needs a job, and he's standing out there, and he doesn't have anything. And I'm thinking, I want to stop my car, but it can't stop. It's right on the corner of where you're coming off the exit and everything. And I wanted to turn my car around and figure out a good way to reach him, because I wanted to see if I can find out where he was staying at night, to see if there's anything that I could do for him. But I don't live in that area, so that was one of the reasons why, and I was trying to get to my friend's house at the time, to help her out so that I can help her clean and stuff, because she's injured. And so I was on a time schedule, and I was already almost 3 o'clock. I was already pretty late getting to her house. So I'm going to make it my job to go up there again and see if I can catch that guy on the corner, because this wasn't the first time that I've seen him on that corner, and I don't think it's going to be the last time. So I want to go and see what I can do for this guy as well. But there are so many people out there that need our help, and you can be that difference that is made in that person's life. I'm going to try and get a couple people involved in trying to put together a homeless picnic. I know it sounds really wrong, but it's a picnic for the homeless. We just invite people that don't have anything or less fortunate. It could be not just homeless people, but people that just are in need of stuff. And then that way we can figure out what we can do for these people. They can fill out an information card, and then we can try better assist their needs and everything there. But I need help. I'm just one person, so I need somebody to help me set up the event, somebody to donate a pig. I need to find a place to have this, maybe outside. Yeah, outside would be better. I need someone to donate a tent so that we could set up a tent, so in case it rains or something, we have that. We're in need of bands that want to perform, like I would say acoustic bands that want to perform at this event. Trying to get this for July, end of July. We're going to try and get this going. We just are in need of a lot of things though, so if you can all pray for that we can actually get that together. And if any of you want to help out, join in, if you know of businesses that will sponsor this, someone that wants to sponsor the pig and do the pig, cook the pig or the beef or whatever, any type of food, and somebody is, if you know of a salad place that wants to sponsor salad, like healthy foods or something like that, that would be great. We want to feed them healthy things. I mean, I know pig's not that healthy, but it's a meat, it's a protein. Chicken's a good thing too. So whatever we can do, the major things is the food, the location, the tent, or if we just have it under a pavilion or something like that, we can do that. But I'm going to be talking about this every day on here, just to try and get people involved. Hello Ad Train, hello Freddie, nice of you guys to join us. So if you haven't heard the whole broadcast, we're talking about my friend who's without food right now. She hasn't eaten in 2 days, and her baby ate last night for the first time. That was the last meal she's had. The baby is about 2 years old. Her name is Melanie Strasco. She's from New Jersey. She needs our help. She needs food. If anybody lives in the New Jersey area that can help her, or knows of a program that can help her, I'd really appreciate it. I'm looking up programs now that might be able to help her. I've been Googling all day, been searching for different things, trying to figure some things out. If I could get up and go to New Jersey, I would. But right now I can't. Today I've been sick most of the day, and I haven't been feeling well myself. But I told you, whether I'm sick or not, I'm going to be on here, because this is what the ripple effect is about. I have to put my own needs aside to help others in need. So this is what the ripple effect is about. Hello Colette, hello Danielle. Thanks for joining us today. I appreciate you. If anyone has anything they would like to say on the broadcast, just message below and I'll read it out loud. And it's a question, I'll answer the question. If it's a comment about what I'm saying, I will read the comment out loud. So I'm getting tongue twisted because I'm very upset right now, because I just cannot believe that all these Americans are going without food, and there's nothing that we could do about it. And so much food is being wasted. About 40% of our food is being wasted, and that is going into the garbage dump. I mean, can you believe good food is going into the garbage dump and it's not getting to the people who need it? Hello James, nice of you to join us. I just don't get it. I just want to be able to, I guess there has to be some sort of program out there. I mean, even World Hunger, I don't really get it. Like, I don't get why this is all going on, and I'm just having a problem being able to concentrate right now, because someone's trying to get me on Messenger. But let me just get this out of the way. I'm going to take care of this right now, because until I can do this, I don't want to video chat with someone when I'm already on live. I'm going to take care of this right now. I had to go to my bedroom, and I have to turn this off and see if that ends that. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now I have to go back into my office And of course, here I am again. Someone was trying to get me on Messenger and lost my train of thought. So I apologize for that and forgive me. But I just want to thank all of you right now for being here. I really, really did not expect all of you to be joining the broadcast, but it's great to have you here. And I want you to know that I didn't mean to break down and cry earlier in the broadcast. It's just that I have such a heart for this that sometimes it gets overwhelming for me, and I cannot contain or keep my emotions inside of me. So I just want you to know that I love you all, and I thank you all for stopping by and hearing the broadcast and everything. Especially, it means a lot that my Uncle Danny had tuned in and saw me live. But I just want you to know that there is an epidemic in the United States of America of food. We waste 40% of the food every year, and there's got to be something that we can do about it. Oh, well, hello, Winnie Banoff. Oh, she's good. She's quite the woman. She's helping the needy over in different countries and stuff. We love her to death. I used to go to Life Center Ministries, and I'm just glad to see that you're joining the broadcast. Thank you, Winnie. This is about the ripple effect. We're trying to create a ripple effect that goes around the globe, and we want to start helping people where, like in America and around the globe, helping each other. And today I have a person that is in much need. Her name is Melanie Strasco. She's from New Jersey. She has no food. She has a 2-year-old child, and her child actually ate the last meal that they had yesterday, and Melanie didn't have a meal for 2 days. So I just would like to put that out there, that if anybody lives in New Jersey and can help this girl, or they need more information about her, they can get a hold of me after the broadcast so that I could give you the pertinent information you need to help her, because she is a lovely young girl. I posted on my site, Kelly Jo Taylor at Kelly's Ripple Effect. I posted a picture of her and her daughter and what she needs, and I posted it on my other site as well, my personal site that has almost 5,000 people. Hello, Melissa Bradford. How are you doing? I just want to thank you again, all of you, for joining today. I really want to say this. If you have anything that you want to say, please comment below, because I'll be sure to repeat your comment. And if you have any questions for me, I'll be sure to answer the questions for you. If there's any needs, anybody has any needs, please let me know. Hello, Desiree Schenberger. Nice of you to join us. If you have any needs whatsoever, please let us know, because unless we know, we won't be able to help. And this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to strive to help as many people as I can. After the broadcast, I'm going to do a GoFundMe account so that I can try to get some money together, so that when people need help, like if they need food or something like that, I can just go there and give them food. I can pay a utility bill or whatever they would need, something that could help them, plus to do the events. The events are the most important, because we want to have the homeless people and everybody show up at this homeless picnic that we're going to do. I need help. I need people that are willing to donate their time and talents, especially bands. I need that. I need people that are willing to volunteer, people that know people, like someone that has a pig that they'll donate to the pig roast, or any other food that they'll donate, like a caterer or anything to this. It's a homeless picnic. It's for the homeless. What we'll do like weeks before that, we'll go out and we'll put flyers out and everything, and we'll pass them out to the homeless and get them to come to the picnic. We do have to find a destination for this, a location for this. So if any of you at all that is listening right now to the broadcast want to help join in on that, please get a hold of me after this broadcast, either through my messenger, or you can call me. I have my phone number on there. Hello, Michelle. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. And Matt, nice to see you too. Thanks for joining. And Desiree, did I say hello to you? I'm just trying to get everybody. I'm trying to say hello to everybody as they're joining. I want to thank all of you. I'm just trying to. I went over the statistics for hunger, and for those who are joining me now, 40% of the food in this country is being wasted, and they throw it away, and it's not getting to the people that really need the food. And the food banks, they're giving away processed foods that's not healthy, it can cause diabetes and a whole total load of health problems and things like that. There's not enough fresh foods and all natural foods and things, organic and things like that, to help these people, because you're just really curing their hunger pains, but the food that you're giving them is not really helping them thrive. And that is my whole thing with these food banks. But it's great because they're doing what they can and what they know to do. So, I do give them a shout out for that, for their help. So I just want you guys to know, now Melanie is charging right now her battery, and she's trying to get through to me on Messenger, so she can't get on live here. So I just want you guys to know, there is a picture of her and her kid up on my Facebook, and that should introduce you to her. You could also befriend her. Her name is Melanie Strasko. She's from New Jersey. She's a single mother. She's 25 years old, and she has no job right now. She is trying. Oh, you just joined, Melanie. Nice of you to join us. So Melanie's here now, and she has just joined in on the broadcast. And Melanie, I just want to thank you for joining in. She's single mother. She's 25 years old. She has no job right now, but she is looking for a job. She's in need of your help. She's in need of food. Her last meal was 2 days ago. Her daughter's last meal was yesterday. She has nothing, no one, and she needs hope. She needs your hope. Hello, Melanie. I know you're here. That's great. Nice of you to join us. So Melanie says, hello, I'm here. And thank you for having me here. Well, thank you for coming and joining in. I appreciate it. And like I was telling them, I'm going to be putting up the GoFundMe account here afterwards. And then on the 5 o'clock broadcast, I'm going to make sure that I put the link to the GoFundMe account. Okay, sweetie? I just want you to know that there's hope. We've prayed for you. I said a prayer. I said a couple prayers. And so I want you to know, sweetie, that there's help for you, Melanie, that you are going to find someone to help you with your food situation. Hello, Amy McAllister. Nice to see you, girl. We're just talking. If you're just tuning in, I just introduced Melanie Strasko. She's in the comments below. Basically, she's going through a crisis right now. She's a single mother. She's 25 years old. She has no job at the moment, but she's looking. And she has a young daughter. Melanie, is your daughter 2 or 3? How old's your daughter? Because I kept saying 2 or 3 years old, but I'd like to clarify that. But so I just want you to know, Melanie, that you're not alone in all this. And I want to thank everyone who's here today, who's joining us, because this is a very important message. We have a person here, Melanie Strasko, who I just said, the people that are joining now, so they didn't know. Kristen, I know you don't know this because you didn't hear it, but Melanie Strasko is right now, she has a kid that she's trying to feed. She has no money, no food to feed her kid. Her kid hasn't eaten since yesterday. It was the last meal that they had, and Melanie hasn't eaten since 2 days ago. So it's very important that we help this woman. She's very dear. She's very sweet. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. We appreciate your prayers and your love. It's so awesome to have loving people such as yourself on the show, and everyone else that came and joined in on us today. And Melanie, these people are my friends. They're part of my friends on Facebook, and they have showed me love throughout the years. And I love them all, and you just get to know them, Melanie, because they're good people. They're good people. They can really, really pray for your situation. Don't lose hope, because hope is, hope is all we have right now is hope. God will pave a way for you, Melanie. I don't like having the broadcast about religion and about politics, but in this case, I think God can actually take care of the hunger epidemic in America and around the nation. I know He can. I mean, like I said earlier, and Amy and Kristen, I don't know if you heard this, but we're wasting, in America, we're wasting 40% of our food. 40% of our food that should be going to people that don't have any food is being wasted. It's being put in the trash daily. And that to me just makes me feel so angry inside. And I don't even know what to say about that, except that doesn't have to be, and there's got to be a better way. A better way would be to just make it known, and to, if families shared, maybe with other families that didn't have anything, and if we have food that we're not using, maybe we should pack it up and send it over to Melanie. Anything. There's so much pain and suffering in this world, and so many people are in pain, and so many people are suffering from different things, from needs that they have. Some of us do not have a home. Some of us do not have clean water. Some of us do not have food. We're not getting proper sleep. Some of us have medical illnesses, like myself, and I'm not feeling good today, but I had to get on here because, you see, I feel that this was necessary. This was necessary for me to get on here and talk about this, because, Melanie, I don't know you that well. I only know you from talking to you earlier, but I just want to tell you that I love you, and that we're going to work this out together. We're going to get through this. So just hang in there, and things will get better. And Kristen, I'm surprised to see you on the broadcast today. You said you had some things to do, but I'm so glad that you're here, because I was hoping you would join. I'm having another one at 5, so whoever's missed this broadcast can tune in at 5 o'clock. So what are your thoughts? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this and the situation and the ripple effect, what you think of the ripple effect, what do you think we can do in the future, besides the homeless picnic that we're going to do. I really need people like entertainers to help us out with this homeless picnic, because we want to get some entertainment there. We want to get some food. We definitely want to get a tent. So if you guys are in the music business and you want to help us with the entertainment, and if anybody's in the food business and wants to help us with the food for the homeless picnic, that would be great. Hello, Ronnie Lee. Nice of you to join us. We can get this going on like soon. I mean, the sooner the better. So if we can find a location and find the actual, food and people to help us out, this would be so rockin'. I want to have a rockin' time with you guys and the homeless people and everyone that's in need that we want to bring, and we want to just extend a warm welcome to everybody. It's going to be a totally free event, because we want everything at that event to actually be given to us, so we can have this, like the pig or the cow or whatever we decide to do for a meat, some vegetables, things like that, and so we want to try and get this together. And if any of you have resources like that you would like to do this, we want it to be a totally free event. We want it to be at a state park. We don't want alcohol involved, because, like I said, this is a homeless picnic. This is for a charity. We're trying to raise funds for the ripple effect, so that we can help and we can have other events in the future. So we want this to be a great opportunity for everybody just to get together and talk. And if you could help any of those people that are at the picnic, then that would be wonderful, because we could all get together and see what their needs are and see how we can meet those needs one by one person at a time. That's all we need. We need one person to start the ripple effect to be heard around the entire globe. And you know, it only takes just one person and the domino effect will start. And I'm pretty certain that you all have been in my friend's shoes, Melanie's shoes, at one time or another. I know I have been there. I don't have much right now, but you know what, it's because of all the medicines I take and everything, and things have happened to me. But you know what, I don't even look at that, because I'd rather be helping other people and than focusing on myself right now, because it's not important for me to focus on myself. And I don't say that I don't focus on myself. I do take care of myself. I do take care of myself by taking my medicines and going to my doctor's appointments and things like that. But in the meantime, this helps me to deal with some of the issues that I'm having right now physically. So it's helping me just work through everything. So I'm so thankful for each and every one of you and all your prayers that you've prayed for me over the days, weeks, months. You guys rock, and I just can't say this enough. It just takes one person to help someone else, and then that somebody helps another person, and then that person helps another person, and it creates a ripple effect. It's just like if you would drop a stone or a pebble in a pond, and you see where it starts. Once it drops, the ripple goes out, and that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to create that ripple effect that will be heard around the globe. You guys are awesome. You know that? I'm going to keep doing this every single day. I'm going to do this. I thought about it. I don't know if I want to do it on Sunday, but you know, this is something that is helping people, so maybe I still can do this on Sunday. What do you all think? You know, it's about helping people. I know God would not, I know God says no work on Sundays. That's a day of rest, but this is important. It's important to get the message out there. So here we go. So I'm going to recap on what I've said. I said we were talking about statistics about how 40% of our food in the United States is being wasted. And just so you guys know, let me get back into my computer here. For all of you that weren't here from the beginning, I'm going to recap some things. I'm not going to read it to you because I already read it. So you could possibly go onto the site, which I will be posting then. So charitable giving is an important part of hunger relief, but organizations are raising millions and millions of dollars to meet higher budgeting goals while millions of Americans continue to go hungry. That is just really bad. Christina, nice to see you. I hope you're feeling better, sweetheart. And I said about 40% of our food is being wasted. It talks about 430 billion pounds of food annually that we have. So it's enough to feed nearly 400 million people. The population of the United States is not even quite 319 million. So can you understand that we are wasting all this food that we could actually feed us as a nation, the United States, 319 million. Nobody would go without. Nobody. It's terrible just how 40% of that is being wasted, and that's enough to fill the Rose Bowl Stadium. Does anybody know where the Rose Bowl Stadium is? I'm just trying to recap everything, but the problem that our country has not been able to solve is how to effectively distribute our food? It's both a question and an answer of access. Anti-hunger organizations in the United States are growing to be massive, multi-million-dollar agencies that are completely isolated from the communities they serve. So, charitable giving is an important part of hunger relief. But again, our organizations are raising millions and millions of dollars just to meet higher budgeting goals, while millions of our Americans go hungry every single day. It's terrible. And I'm just recapping this so you guys know that when you came into the broadcast, earlier I talked about this and I told you everything. So now I'm just recapping everything. It's just not enough to say that we want to feed the hungry. We have to be able to not waste our food. How many of us, and just be honest, how many of us waste food at home? How many of us, without really thinking, waste food? Have left something in the refrigerator and it gotten moldy and you just throw it out? How many of us do that? I know I'm guilty as charged. Well, now I'm going to be more vigilant, and I'm going to make sure that if I can't eat it, I'm just going to give it to somebody that can, because that's the way it should be. We should not be leaving food in our refrigerators that just go bad and no one's eating it. So I would say just be vigilant in what you're doing each day to help combat that. And we were talking on other episodes, episodes 1 through 5, we were talking about the homeless epidemic. There's more than 1 million people in the United States that are homeless, that don't have anywhere to go. It's sad. And how can we combat that? How do we combat that? How do we combat the hunger? Hello, Russell. Nice to see you again. How do we combat the hunger, the poverty in America? It takes one of us, one at a time, to do that. Don't waste food. If you have food and you're not eating it, give it to somebody else. Hi, Terry Duncan. Nice of you to join us. If you have food and you're not using it, then give it to somebody else. How can we combat it on a global level? I mean, I think that it just needs to start with organizations. Instead of focusing so much on their bottom line and their budgets, they need to focus on what's going on. Oh, hi Terry. You know my brother Curtis. He's doing great. He lives in Colombia. Yeah, I don't know how long ago you talked to him or anything, but he lives in Colombia with his family. He's good. I just saw him on a holiday. I saw him over the holidays and stuff, and then I saw him at my nephew's. He had a party for my nephew. So that was probably about a month or so ago. But yeah, he's doing great. Thank you for asking. Oh yeah, you said that you used to work with him. Yeah. That's great. Well, it's nice of you to come on the show. How much have you heard so far of this show? Because I was talking about hunger and how 40% of our food gets wasted every day. And about the ripple effect, what the ripple effect is it starts with one person to create a ripple effect around the globe that can be heard around the globe. And we just want to know how many people want to join this ripple effect. How many people want to help us combat hunger, combat some of the things that are going on with homelessness and things, Okay, Terry, well, I tell you what, when this broadcast is over, just make sure that you see it from the beginning. It's some good stuff. And hi, Becky. Nice to see you again. Thank you for joining us. We were talking about a girl by the name of Melanie Strasco. She's a friend of mine. She lives in New Jersey. She needs help right now. She hasn't had any food in 2 days. Her daughter had the last meal that they had yesterday, and her daughter is probably around 2 or 3 years old. She's a single mother. She's 25 years old. She doesn't have work, she's in need of work. So if anybody has any jobs or knows of any jobs in the New Jersey area, she would be really appreciative. And I would be really appreciative if you had anything that you could, donate, food or an offering or some offering of such, so we can get that to her. That would be great. And I could tell you how to do that after the broadcast. You just have to text me, message me, or whatever, or you could just call my cell phone. Hi Becky, hi Mahari, how are you guys doing? Yeah, this is a broadcast for the ripple effect, and we're talking about what it means to be to have a ripple effect, and we're also talking about hunger, poverty in America, how much people are wasting food, and the food's not getting to the people that need it, and things like that. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this message. Hello, Todd Brubaker. How are you doing today? I just want to say thank you, everyone, for joining in. I appreciate it. And Joshua, oh, you're back. How you doing, sweetie? So I just want to thank everyone for tuning in today. And I'm going to recap again because I have some new people coming on now. And just to let you know, we're trying to find ways to combat hunger in America because 40% of our food is being wasted. And these organizations that you see around the world, they are so busy with making sure that their budgets are being reached, and not enough attention is being on the situation, the hunger situation. So it's sad, to be honest with you. If they would worry more about the situation at hand and what they actually did do to open up their organization to help the needy and help the people that are hungry instead of their budgets, they would be able to have food for Americans. There's a lot of people suffering. It's 46.5 million people that are suffering. There's over a million people that are homeless out there. Hello, Philip. Nice to have you join us. And then I also have a good friend in New Jersey. Her name is Melanie Strasco. She needs our help. She's a 25-year-old female. She's single. She has a child about 2 or 3 years old. Her child had her last meal yesterday, and that was probably in the morning. And Melanie had her last meal 2 days ago. So she's in need of something. It's real urgent. It's urgent as of today. She really needs something. So if anyone's willing to help out with that, I could tell you where to send that to. I could tell you how to help. At the end of the broadcast, all you have to do is hit me up on Messenger, and I'll let you know what you can do. It's one of those situations that, when I met Melanie, I just met her. I actually met her today on Facebook for the first time, but she has been up there. It's weird because her name kept popping up for a few days, and it kept popping up in my Messenger as if I was supposed to click on it and add her. And I didn't add her yesterday or the day before, but I just decided, okay, I'm going to add her. And then I get this email, and she says, "Do I know you?" And I said, "No, you don't know me." So I said what I was trying to do. I talked about the ripple effect and what the ripple effect is all about. Then she broke down and she said, I'm so glad. She goes, God put you in my life because I'm in need. I am struggling. I have a small child that hasn't eaten since yesterday. I haven't eaten since 2 days ago. Well, thank you, Mahari. I thank you for doing this, and I have to come back some other time. Well, thank you so much, Mahari. I appreciate that. You come back anytime. I'm going to have another one at 5 p.m. today. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for joining in and talking to me about this and getting involved. And try to get involved in your neck of the woods, wherever you are, wherever you live. If there's somebody in need, stop and help them. Stop and just lend a helping hand. I mean, if there's an older lady that's trying to carry her groceries into her house or whatever, just help her. If there's somebody that is in need of food in your area, just help them. If there's somebody that needs a place, try to find them a place. I mean, any little bit can help. It's not that hard. So, I just wanted to go through some things, but I'm going to do this at the end of the next one. It's 3 o'clock now, so I had from 2 to 3. I didn't want to hold this too long, so I wanted to cut it off at an hour. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here today, and if you came in late, please do go back and listen to the video from the beginning. You'll probably see me crying, and it's I don't like to cry live on camera. So but I just want to thank you all and tell you how much I love you, how much you mean to me, and I'll see you again at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here. And for now, this is Kelly from The Ripple Effect. Remember, it only takes one person to hear a ripple effect around the globe. Are you that one person?